Yep. All right. Hello. My name is Pocholo Cruz. Here to do some stand-up comedy. It's going to be around all y'all in this cafe. Oh, you don't need to start clapping because I haven't done yet. But okay. Yeah. So my name is Pocholo, and like one thing I like is being racially ambiguous, because then people will guess your ethnicity. So like, I like to answer the question though. So people go like, "What are you?" And I answer them, "I'm a human being. Thank you very much." But then they ask, "Oh," but then I tell them I'm Filipino. They go, "Okay, cool." But then they go, "Oh, really?" And I go, "No, I'm just playing. I'm Chilean. I'm just in denial." I said, "Yes, I am Filipino. Why would I lie to you about that?" Okay. So some things about being Filipino. I grew up in the Philippines for about a good 6 years when I was born, and it was a cool experience. But then, like, you know, being first generation American, I really appreciate, you know, the things I have here. Like, for example, my father, he would tell me like how it was like growing up as a kid in the Philippines. He'd be telling me like, "Pocholo, like when I was a kid, I didn't get any birthday presents. All I got, like all I had was a rock, and I had to share that with my 8 brothers and sisters." Like, dang, that's rough. So recently, it was my father's birthday last week. So, you know, being a good son, I got him a good present. I got him 2 rocks, all for himself. So I'm like, "Go crazy, Dad, you earned it. You earned it." Yeah. Let's see, so my dad's pretty funny. And then also my mother's pretty funny too. So I told her, "Hey Mom, I'm about to do some stand-up comedy." And she goes, "Oh, that's great." And she goes like, "Are you funny?" I go, "Yeah. Or else why would I do it?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, what makes you say that?" And I go, "Hey, I got some funny videos on YouTube. How about you watch that?" So she did. I go, "Hey, yo, Mom, what you think of those videos?" And she goes, "It was all right." I'm like, "All right? Did you find it funny at least?" She goes like, "Yeah, I think I did." He goes like, "What did you find funny?" She goes, "Your face." I go, "Dang man, that's harsh." But that's life, so you gotta live with it. Let's see. Oh, it was my little brother's birthday earlier. Actually, technically today. He just turned 11. He's a swell little guy. He loves Minecraft. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's essentially a computer game where you mine rocks. Like, dang. It's like having a computer game with being a, I don't know, third world, like, sweatshop owner. Like, sweatshop worker. Who wants to do that? So I go like, "Hey, Jarek, that's my little brother's name. I got you something better. Here's an actual pickaxe. You can go to the coal mines right now." Needless to say, he wasn't that excited. I like the last guy's poem. That was some good stuff, man. And it's true, like Valentine's Day is coming up. And then, let's see, like my friends invite me to this dance, and they tell me I'm supposed to get a date. And I think, oh man, that's pretty crap. I don't want to do that. But then I'm starting to think that maybe I got some problems. I think my love life is truly in jeopardy when my friends start to like try to live it out for me, like trying to find dates and stuff. I'm like, "Yo man, you don't need to do that." But they still they insist on doing that, and they try to give me like, you know, bad advice, like, "Yeah, you gotta dress a certain way or do a certain thing," and I just go, "Nah, that's not me. I don't need to do that." But anyway, they still insist on doing this, and then I go, they try like pretty much have a list and like gotta find things that I'm good at. And they go, "Hey man, if I wanted to get like criticized of what I'm good at, I'd just go to class or something, right?" And then anyway, it was kind of leading to nowhere. And they go like, "All right, Pocholo, like think about something but you're really good at." It's like, "Aren't you good at this?" Let's see, what was it? I'm trying. Kind of forgot like what he said. Probably wasn't that funny. All right, our next joke. So we're in a cafe. Yes, we are. Yes. My homie likes to go to cafes. Let's go to Starbucks, but it's really cheap. So you know how a refill is cheaper than buying a new one. So he's had the same coffee cup for a good 5 years. Like, chill. Yeah, I know that's nasty, right? Like, you know it's bad when the cup is greener than the logo. Yep. He goes like, "Hey man, I'm not cheap, I'm thrifty." I go, really? Is that why you ride a 67 Belmont? I was like, yeah, I'm sure it was a good car 30 years ago when it worked. Like pretty much that thing is held together by duct tape and bubble gum. Like every time we're driving in it, like I feel like I'm riding a giant blender. The engine be like popping like, I forgot what that old movie, like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I go like, hey man, like this, I don't know what the hell's about to happen. I think this car's about to explode. He was like, no, just don't worry about it. As smoke is billowing out through it. Yeah, so that's pretty dangerous. But anyway, it's cool being in a lowrider, especially since I get to, what is that? Never mind. Got a short attention span. But anyway, it's cool being a lowrider, especially when I get to blast like not lowrider music, like Born in the USA, and we're both brown, so they look at us funny. Well, it's true. Check the birth certificate. But anyway, I also like playing One Direction. I don't know how this happened. I think it's called like trolling in real life. Sometimes I troll so hard that I've actually become the parody of what I wanted to become. And that's also why I'm reading Twilight. Long story. I talked about like my bad love life, and I wondered like, why is it so bad? And then I realized I had a bad like first experience with girls. Like I remember back when I was about 5 years old, my homie told me, hey, Pocholo, this girl has a crush on you. I go, crush, what does that mean? I didn't know. So I checked the dictionary. It said, crush, to squeeze violently. Dang, this is dangerous. So I found the girl and I packed it in the face. Yes. Just gave her a black eye. Like, no one's crushed me today. Needless to say, it's been downhill ever since. It's cool being in front of this crowd. You know, it's weird getting all this attention. Usually, this many people aren't watching me unless I got less clothes on. Hey, don't get the wrong story. I'm not a stripper. I'm a cage fighter. That's not a Napoleon Dynamite reference. It's pretty real. I train like mixed martial arts, or as my father calls it, a waste of paying for college. So yeah, I mean, I got these like messed up years. Like I didn't get into tennis, you know, like telling people that. Anyway, so one of the perks of being a fighter is that there are none. People try to tell me like, hey, Pocholo, like you're a fighter, that's pretty cool. I go like, sure it is. And then my friend goes like, hey, like Pocholo, you're a fighter, does that mean you get mad girls? I go, if you mean that I get girls mad at me by punching them in the face, then that does indeed happen. But anyway, like my cousin, he doesn't understand. Like he's a drift car racer, so he gets like. So he dates models and stuff. He thinks like his occupation, or he thinks his hobby is the same as mine. So he goes out and tells people, hey man, my cousin's a fighter. Like when we go to parties and stuff, he expects me to get like mad attention, which I do, from dudes. So now it's like kind of the opposite happened. I'm surrounded by like 10 dudes at this party going like, hey man, I used to fight, or I could punch, or I did something, blah, 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 blah. And I go, oh wow, this is great. Meanwhile, all the girls be mad, like, who is this guy taking up all the attention? I go like, oh great, that's totally opposite of what I wanted. Now I got girls mad at me because I'm more attractive than them. Dang. Let's see, I think I had more jokes, but I'm kind of stuck right now. Let me think. Oh wait, here we go. So, I mean, I joke about having the bad love life, but it's pretty much true. I think like the single thing that's killing it is Pokemon. Pretty much it's taking up my entire attention span. Like, if something, usually, like, here's how I look at things, like, there's Pokemon, and then there's the rest of the world. So, I'll be playing like in between class, and then people are trying to tell me, hey, Pocholo, you should be paying attention. And I go like, nah. I gotta complete this Pokedex. They keep adding more Pokemon. I can't keep up with this. There's like 900 of them now. It was easier back when it was like 150. Now there's like 2,000 something. I can't check. Okay, it's pretty much dead. But hey, that's a nice Mario shirt, by the way. Thanks, people. Have a good night.